Hey, it's Amanda from Loops and Love Crochet, and I'm just working on this cute little puppy amigurumi pattern here. And I thought I'd do a little tutorial to show you how to crochet legs together to make the legs and the body in one piece for projects like little animals or little dolls. So let's get started. Okay, so here I have my two legs for the puppy that I have already worked up. The first leg I fastened off and left my yarn tail attached. And then on the second leg, I finished off the last stitch of the last round and left it attached to my yarn here because we're going to be continuing around working this leg onto this leg and then going upwards into the body. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be adding some stitches to the second leg, and that's because when I attached my legs together, I would like the feet to be pointing forwards. Otherwise they'd be pointing out towards the side. So it just depends on what kind of look you're going for, what kind of pattern you're working on. For this one, I have little toe shapes here, so I want that pointing forwards for the paws. So I'm going to add 5 more stitches to my second leg here. So I'm just going to insert my hook to where I left off, and I'm going to work 5 more stitches. Okay, so there's the 5th stitch. And then I'm going to line up my first leg with the backs of the legs facing towards me, and I'm going to insert my hook into the next stitch from where I left off. So I'm going to insert my hook in there, and I'm going to leave this yarn tail over because I'm going to be working that in just to secure the ends there. I'm going to insert my hook, pull up a loop, and then yarn over, finishing off the single crochet. So there's our first stitch, attaching the legs together. And then we're just going to continue around. For this pattern, there's 12 stitches on each leg. So I'm going to work 12 stitches around this first leg and then 12 stitches around the second leg. And this will be joining the legs, and it's also the first round of the body. So I'm almost around the first leg. There we go. And now I'm going to be going on to the second leg here. So you can see there's already a stitch in this one, so we're going to go right into the next one. And there'll be 12 stitches on the next leg, so that'll be 24 stitches for the first round of the body. And you don't have to go around with this yarn tail the whole way. I probably could have left it back here in the middle, but I'm just going to continue around with that yarn tail in there. There we go, and we're on the last stitch here. And there we go, that's the first round of my body, and I've joined the 2 legs together. And then from there, you're just going to continue on with the body. This yarn tail here, wherever you leave it, is fine. This little short guy. I'm probably going to use it afterwards. Sometimes there's a little bit of a gap between the legs. When you add stuffing, you can see it a little bit. Sometimes it's not really noticeable. It just depends on how tight you crochet that first stitch for the legs together. So I might use my yarn tail to sew that gap a little bit smaller. And then you're just going to continue on with the body from here. So the next round is going to be an increase round. So then you would be working 2 single crochets in the first stitch and then 1 in the next 3 stitches all the way around, and continue with the rest of the dog pattern from there. I've added some stuffing to the bottom of the legs for now, but before you get too high up in the body, it might be helpful to add some stuffing to the legs first. And then when you continue working up on the body, I'll show you this guy here. When you continue working up on the body, just make sure that you stuff the body enough before you get to the top round where the neck is, because then it's kind of narrow to be stuffing some more stuffing in there. All right, and that's it. I hope you enjoy this pattern. I hope you found that little tutorial helpful. This pattern is available on my blog, loopsandlovecrochet.com. And I'd also love it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel and followed Loops and Love Crochet on Instagram. Thanks for watching.